Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Alxr, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how you can remove the creases around the ankle bit area on your Air Jordan 11. So if you've got like a pair of Jordan 11s and a super crease around the ankle area, I'm going to show you how you can take those creases out super easily. So if you're trying to sell them, or maybe you bought a used pair and you just want them looking good all over, and you just want to take those creases out and get them looking fresh again, this video will be super helpful for you. Before I get into the tutorial though, if you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, turn the bell to get notifications when I upload. If you do find this video helpful, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Without further ado, I'm going to show you how you can remove the creases around the ankle bit area and your Air Jordan 11s. Let's get into it. So getting into it, you're going to need to use a towel, some socks, or you can use clothes or another towel or anything like material that can be stuffed up inside of the shoes to puff the creases out so you can get to the creases easier. The towel that you're going to need to use has got to be the same colour as the shoes, because if you were to use like a blue towel or like a different colour towel, then the colour might come off onto the shoes and then you might get like blue or green or whatever colour the towel is on the shoes. So I'm going to be using a bunch of old socks and I'm going to stuff that up inside of the shoes to puff the creases out so that the iron can get to it much more easily. The towel that we're going to be using needs to be damp, so the towel will go over the top and then the iron will go over the top of the towel. So to do that, the towel's got to be damp so that the heat can travel through the towel to the shoes. So whilst the iron's heating up, I'm just going to take the towel and make sure it's damp. So whilst the iron is heating up, we're going to take the towel, turn the tap on, put the towel underneath the tap. We only want it to be slightly damp, so if you just put it under, turn the tap off, and then if you just squeeze the towel to make sure all of the extra water's out so it won't drip or anything, because you only want it to be slightly damp for this to work. So just wringing the water out, making sure that the towel is only damp, and once it's damp we can go and use the iron and take those creases out. Let's go. So we're pretty much ready to go. The towel is slightly damp, the iron's almost heated up. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take the shoe tree out and just take the socks or the clothes or the towel that you're using and stuff it up in this little gap here. You don't want to put it all the way through the shoe, only in the top bit to squeeze and push those creases out. So if you just stuff the socks or whatever it is you're using into the shoe, and then now that we've done this, going to push the tongue in there, take the laces and put it tight at the top, and then just lace them up to make sure the laces are out of the way. And now, as you can see, if I just push these socks up against the leather, cool. So now as you can see, it's rock solid, which means that the creases are going to be able to be taken out, because if it's soft then the iron won't be able to get up in there, but because it's now like a hard surface to work against, it can like just take the creases out like you would with a t-shirt. So just going to take the towel. You want to be careful when you're ironing it not to go on the patent leather, so just take the towel, put it over the top of the shoe, and then very carefully make sure you know where the patent leather is, because you really don't want to go over that. So you can see that's the crease that I'm going to go for first. So just take the iron and then very gently rub the iron over the top of the towel. And then check. Whoa, okay. So you can see it's along this crease here. If we just take the towel and just keep going over it until the crease is completely out. You want to make sure that you're super careful when you're doing this, because you don't want to accidentally go on the patent leather and ruin the patent leather at all. So you can see it won't be able to get all of the creases out, but it will be able to get most of them out. So I'm just going to keep going over it, take those creases out along there, and making sure that the socks are pushed up against it, because the leather does need to be like really solid for this to work. So more socks the better really. Then just taking a damp part of the towel, putting it over the top, and then going again. You also want to make sure that you don't stay in the same area for too long, so you just want to do like slight touches and move it around quite often. Whoa, you can see just how much that's worked. Like, there's pretty much no creasing whatsoever. This bit that looks terrible compared to this bit, you can see it definitely works really well. So now what we're going to do is just go onto this bit, and because it's so close to the patent leather, we've got to be super careful. But I'm just going to go over this bit now. So because I don't want to make this video too long, I'm just going to keep going over this bit here, get all of the creases out, and then I can show you a before and after. I feel like I've already shown you how to do it now. You just take the iron, a damp towel, put it over where the creases are. You've got to be really careful not to touch the back part where it says 45 or 23, and be careful around the patent leather. Use damp towel and then just go over the top with the iron. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep going over it, make sure they look as good as possible, and then I'll show you a before and after. So without further ado, here's the before and after now. So that was how to take the creases out of your Air Jordan 11s around the ankle bit area. You can see in the before and after that it does work pretty well, but make sure to let me know in the comment section below what you think of this method. Personally, I think it works really well. As you can see in the before and after, it does take most of the creases out. It can't get all of them out because some of them are just so deep, but for the most part it does make them look so much better. I'm gonna wrap up the video now, but before I do, if you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, turn on the bell to get notifications when I upload. If you did find this video helpful, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Peace.
I'm on a new level, headed to another league. This shit will never stop. My future looks overseas. I'm on a new level. Check out the blueprint. I'm rocking Gucci, mixed match with Givenchy. I'm on a new level, so see if I can do it. Chest like it's Nike, may I just do it. I'm on a new level, so see if I can do it. Chest like it's Nike.